Hey guys, Lex here again. Yeah, so you can see my little tattoo right there. Anyway, so I want to make a quick video just because I've been seeing a lot of newer players around my local area, and that kind of gave me the idea of this because a lot of them don't know where to start. To me, recommending single product is kind of hard because everything right now is kind of overpriced, and not a single box won't really complete your full deck. So it's kind of hard buying singles. Yes, it could be nice, but there's a lot of people that don't know how to do it. They don't know about TCG Player. They don't know. All they know is just like buying off of other people, buying off of stores. And I think Bandai, it's the first year anniversary they had. They came up with this really, really amazing product. This is the great entry point, and yes, it's the ultimate deck. So I have one right here. Um, it's not as entertaining to open on screen just because the content's already set. We all know what you get. However, I really think this product is going to be a standard for new players just because, opposite to other starter decks, it comes with a little bit more than just one or two good cards, and then everything else is just mediocre at best. They're pretty fun if you want to play starter versus starter. Maybe if you're just learning the game, that's okay. However, this is just, in my opinion, the way superior product. Especially now because all the starter decks are like kind of overpriced because those few cards that you can only collect there. So yeah, I just want to bring it up to everyone's attention. Now, I do want to open this on camera just to make sure that everyone sees what you get. In the case that you get referred this video, that could be amazing. But yeah, I think it retails for about. I bought it at 35. I don't know if that's MSRP. I believe it's either like 35 or 40, but that's a very good price just because all of its contents. Obviously, I'm always going to recommend try to get your hands on two products, and then you can go from there. So all right, I'll meet you on the other camera. It's a little bit of a glare, but guys, I opened this one in one of my shorts. This is probably my favorite mat. It's still in the plastic because I don't even want to like ruin it or anything like that. Yeah, you can see the light over there. You're not here to see my YouTube channel because of my editing skills. Let's be honest. And as a matter of fact, I don't. You're probably just here because I pushed you to watch this video. So let's just get started with what it says in the back. So it comes with a ready-to-play 50 cards, which I think that's completely true. Leader card, actually, it says 1 leader card. It actually comes with 3 leader cards. The dons and side. Oh, okay, side leaders. There what it is, and a clear case. It's kind of funny that they worded clear case. What they actually just mean by clear case is a deck box. Um, which, to be fair, oh yeah, this one different to other products is just like all the contents are actually in the deck box. Let me focus the camera a little bit more. Yeah, you can see my hairy arms too. Let me see if I turn on this light. It'll kind of look a little bit better. Yeah, I guess that looks better. Anyway, so let's go ahead and check it out. Very cool deck box. We had all the 3 captains for the Onigashima raid. Very thematic as well. Has a little holder to keep all your cards in place. And voila, you get all these 3 letters right here. Little separator for your Dawn. Eventually, hopefully, fingers crossed, side deck because this game is getting kind of out of hand. So yeah, side deck. I don't know. Best of one. I don't know. I kind of don't like this view. Let me go ahead and try to meet you guys in a little bit more as I fix this little view. All right. So yeah, we got all these very cool leaders. They're all are actually relevant. Probably two more than the other one. I'll talk about that. That doesn't mean it's not a bad leader. It just means that it's not as good. All right. So obviously, we have our leader and side leaders, how they call them. All right, let's just put this on the side for now. They're all very cool. All right, and then they're also like favorite characters for everyone. So especially again, if this is your first product, you're in good hands with this. It might be a little tricky because this one starts with 3 life, 4 life, and 5 life. Um, yeah, it's very interesting how it plays. So I would say again, newer players try to avoid this guy. He's a little too complicated. Um, than the other two. I think your best entry point actually is going to be the Eustace Kid because he starts with 5 life and his abilities are kind of basic as opposed to the rest. I don't think, for example, you could build Trafalgar Law. You do need a little bit more support cards that are not in the set to make him as efficient as possible. All right. Aside from that, Luffy with two, you can probably build a very decent deck. It will benefit from other cards, especially now the restrictions are lifted. And then this is just generic, as generic as it gets, but it's also pretty good. I definitely do recommend for newer players to start here, just because it's like the more basic, not that much risk on having 5 life as opposed to like having 3 life, which is like very risky. So yeah, let's take a look at the rest of the cards, okay? So let's put them down over there. All your leaders that you get. And we start off with a boss monster of the deck, this Luffy. You get two of them. He has Rush, and then his effect is just crazy. If they activate blocker, you get to KO a 8,000 or lower. You get two of these bad boys. That's a great boss card. Um, Law, again, another blocker, non -1. They discard 2 cards if they have 7. That's literally what Isho does. Only like Isho does it at 6, but this one does it at 7. Has counter. There's nothing bad about this guy. Like this is just like a very broken, in my opinion, it's a very broken ish card. But now the real MVP, and why I say you kind of want to have two of these decks, is the Eustace Captain Kidd. The 7 cost right here. On play when attacking, you just down -1. Your leader is gonna gain 1k until the start of your next turn, which is amazing. It has a lot of synergy, and this is kind of like the boss monster of every deck, in my opinion. It's a very good enabler for that. So, yeah, fantastic card. Just this itself, like these two over here, and a little bit of the Luffy too, that makes it so worth. But yeah. Now, this was a surprise for everyone. We are getting 4 of these Rush Zoro. If you know a little bit about this card, the prices, they used to go around like 20 to 30 each, and that's not even the alt art. The alt art still maintain its price at like past $100, just because it's such a very cool, valuable card. Um, but yeah, this is just an amazing card to have 4 of in a product like this. So yeah, that's that. This itself, yes, to me is already the value. The rest is just extra. Obviously, we have some really great cards. But yeah, Nami. Now I don't know how I feel about Nami, but you do get 4 of her. Again, we've had so many reprints of her, but I mean it is Nami, so she's a very classic character. I'm not gonna complain. We'll just put her right there. And this art actually, like the texturize of it, is actually pretty decent. The other one, newer card too, Sanji. Sanji had this guy has rush whenever your opponent has a character with 5,000. That is again a very interesting card. With also being a 1k counter. I don't know. Again, I might skip through this already because I think I'm spending too much time talking about this. Jinbei, he's literally our Flamenco, but like a 2k as opposed to 3k. So he'll minus something on your board, but it's also like a 2k. So yeah, I'll just put him over here. Now, as you can see, like all these cards are also foiled, which opposed to any other starter deck, they're not. But here everything is foiled too, so that itself to me is value. Um, Killer, very kind of irrelevant, but yeah, let's talk about Killer. So when a Dawn on your field is returned, KO one of your opponent's characters with 3 costs or less. I don't know if there's a lot of 3 costs or less characters that are relevant right now, but I mean he's there. Sachi and Penguin. This card is amazing. It's not only a 2k, but also it works really well in tandem with the Law Leader. Again, you would have to build the deck to make it work a little bit better, just because it does need a little bit more support aside from what comes over here. All right. Same thing with Jambard. On play, pay 1 and you get it done. So yeah. The good part about the Law Leader, by the way, is that all these costs, like these 4 costs, you're not actually paying that, because what you're doing with your leader ability allows you to cheat cards into play. So for that reason, say if you were to pay 5 and then pay the one down, that's 5 costs. But his, like, the reality, you are playing him with leader effect, which is free. You pay that one down and then you get it down back. So yeah, it's like, again, little stuff to know. He I actually do not even know what he does. Let's give him a break. When a Dawn card on your field is returned, this character gains 2k power until the start of your next turn. All right, I guess he's decent. If you got nothing else to do or to play, Beppo. This card is amazing. So he's simple. On play and on attack, if you have one done less than your opponent, you're gonna get one. Yeah, fantastic card. Again, a very good card to put in the law deck because you're always minusing Dawn. Wire, just a blocker. You're gonna be cycling Dawn. So whenever you return a Dawn, you draw a card and then you take away a card. All right, we're almost done. Let's go over with the events. Jumo Slap 1+2, so it's on standard, and then you KO 2,000 or less. So yeah, it's pretty standard. I think that effect is like a mini Red Hawk, which is fantastic too. With just one, and then you know how like this one over here is like a mini Red Hawk. Well, this one is like a jet pistol on steroids because instead of KOing something of 6K, you KO something of 7K. But the trigger is not as like relevant because you only give your leader a 1K. It's kind of weird. I kind of don't like the trigger, but yeah, and the card is like okay too. I think. Punk wise, I don't know which one of these. Okay, so it should be this one. This one's pretty interesting because it says rest up to one of your characters and then add up to one Dawn and rest it. Um, I think it's okay as a ramp card, especially because you don't want to probably give them any like advantage or anything attacking to their leader just yet. So yeah, it's pretty decent. And now here's the other part too that I actually love. I love that they included this. All this Dawn is foil, as you can tell. It's the first time that we see that on a starter deck product. So I cannot like praise Bandai enough for like how amazing this product is. So yeah, for next week, Alyssa's gonna be back with me. I like that. Like now she left me. So she's gonna be back next week. Now she just wants to run some errands. So we actually got about 8 boxes of OPOs 5 coming in. I'm extremely hyped for that said. Hopefully we pull something good. I'm not gonna get greedy. I'm not gonna say I want a manga. It would be very nice, but yeah. And I'm sure Alyssa's gonna be excited to open products. That's why I didn't do this one with her because this like you know what you get, you know. But what you get is quality. All right. So yeah, I just want to bring up showcase that a little bit. Now it's like a heart. You guys gotta finish the other heart.